Hi, welcome to Feed Me in College. Today we're going to be making chili. It's fall, football season, the weather's getting kind of chilly. We're going to have a nice hearty bowl of chili so you can sit on the couch and watch your football games all weekend. The ingredients are going to be pretty simple. We're going to just use some ground beef. You can use ground turkey if you'd rather use ground turkey, but we're just going to have some ground beef. A green pepper, some garlic. If you don't have fresh garlic, you can use powdered garlic. Good sized onion, some celery. We're going to need some diced tomatoes or chopped tomatoes. And I like to throw beans in my chili. If you don't want beans in your chili, I have some dark red kidney beans. Then we're going to spice it up. I got some hot and spicy. We got some Uncle Dougie's Grub Rub with the bite. Nice kick of heat. And then some hot sauce, and then obviously some salt and pepper. Okay, let's get cooking. Alright, I got two pots going here. I am going to start the ground beef in a different pan, because this ground beef is going to have some fat in it, and I don't want all the fat in the chili, so I'm going to drain off some of the fat. So I'm going to get this to browning in here. I have a little over 2 pounds of meat here. I'm making a pretty good sized pot of chili. Like I said, this is going to last all weekend long. So whoever happens to come over, you're going to have some chili for them. In this pot, I'm going to put in just a little dab of olive oil. And I'm going to start my onions, green peppers, and celery in here. I already have it cut up, so I'll start the onions, the celery, and the green pepper. I'm just going to sweat it out a little bit. I'm not going to brown them up. Just want to get them partially cooked. So when they're in the chili, they're still going to have a little bit of a crunch to them. And when you cut up your green pepper, obviously you're going to seed it, but then there's going to be some of this white material in there too, these veins in there. You cut that out, then chop it up. Alright, we'll let that get going a little bit, and then after this gets cooking a little bit, we'll throw the garlic in. Okay, the meat is just about browned up. We'll throw our garlic in with the onions, green pepper, and celery. Stir it around in there. Like I said, this is just about browned up. You can see that, like I said, there's quite a bit of grease in here, and I don't want all of that going into the chili. I don't want the chili to become greasy. So I got a slotted spoon here, or you can just drain it in the sink, and I'm just going to transfer now the meat to the vegetables over here. Obviously, a little bit of the juice is fine. I just don't want it all in there. Get that in here. Keep all that fat out of there. Okay. Give this a stir. Get all and now we can start seasoning. A little bit of salt. Fresh ground pepper. We'll let that go for a couple minutes, and I'll get the tomatoes and the beans and get that thrown in there. Okay, we're ready to throw in some of our tomatoes. Again, I have diced tomatoes. I'm going to actually put a couple big cans in here because I got quite a bit of meat in here. Get this stirred in good. Now I don't want to add tomato sauce because I don't want to make it a spaghetti sauce. I wanted to have some body to it. So these diced tomatoes usually have enough juice in here to give the chili a nice full body, but yet have a nice sauce in here too. Alright, now the other thing we're going to add is some dark red kidney beans. You can use any kind of beans in here you want. You want to use white beans, black beans, but I usually use the kidney beans, and I will drain these. And then those go right into the chili. I got one can in here, and that looks like it should be enough. Oh yeah, it's getting there now. Alright, I'm going to add a little more spice to it now. Now I'm going to throw some heat in here. I'm going to use some of that Uncle Dougie's Grub Rub with the bite. This is a nice seasoning. It's got salt, it's got garlic, it's got parsley, it's got a lot of different things in here, but it also has some hot peppers. So we're going to give that a little bit of sprinkle of that in there. I'm not going to put too much in it because you can always add this as you're eating it too if somebody likes it a little bit hotter. You can always add the heat to it, you really can't take it away. A little more salt, and I am using sea salt. I use sea salt or kosher salt. You can pick the sea salt or kosher salt up at any grocery store these days. A little bit more of that. And then we're going to let this simmer on medium-low heat, I would say for at least a half an hour. And then we're going to give it a taste and see what we need. We'll spice it up one more time. So that's about it for now. We'll let this cook, like I said, for about a half an hour. Cover it. We'll put a nice lid on it. Keep everything in there, and come back in a little bit. Okay, I think we're done. Quick stir here. One more taste for seasonings. It's pretty good. Well, like I said, this is pretty easy to make. Nice for a fall day. I think this whole pot of chili, and this is a lot of chili, costs about $15 to make. That's with the meat, the tomato sauce, the green peppers, the onions. And you can serve this in a number of different ways. A lot of people like a little bit of cheese on it. This is some shredded cheese, Jack cheese or Monterey Jack cheese, cheddar cheese, maybe a little bit of sour cream. And then if you want to kick it up a little bit more, like I said, you can put some more hot sauce in it, or the hot seasoning. And you can get these Uncle Dougie products. If you don't see them in your store, you can go to OriginalUncleDougies.com. There you go. A nice bowl of chili.